we are back. So, last we left off, the expedition has found themselves in yet another heated battle, one might say, facing off against the Eyes of Change as they assault the courthouse of Sudenburg. Its defenders quite gallantly fending off the horde, while you, its supposed saviors, are laying waste to the slathering horde. Luther, pants falling down, ass cheeks to the wind, just laying the hammer, the fiery hammer down across the horde of cultists and beastmen, while Lucien and Henry charged into the fray, slicing, tearing, spitting like a kebab, as well as a new animal companion, really showing its martial prowess, I will say. Well, Nog took care of one of the very dangerous flamers that we have seen the use of by slaying one of the sorceress warriors. However, lighting himself on fire in the process and then being doused by a gout of fiery blue badness that kind of tickled him, but almost killed Roy the Rumster, forcing Nog to flee from the fiery doom that was besetting him, and in the process putting Rory's flames out and hopefully saving his life. While we had the mighty Wolfram wounding one of the warriors. Unfortunately, he got caught up in a twisted nightmare building for just a moment. So, this is the top of the third round. You also bore witness to the previous round where the wounded Chaos Lord or Warrior, whatever his rank may be, called on a brass horn that seemed to summon what looked like flaming chariots that were coming in your direction, and they are rapidly approaching. However, we need to make a roll here right at the beginning that may determine the outcome of this fight right now. We need to make a morale roll to see if some people break or not.
Is this one of those go for it rolls?
This is a D100 roll.
D100?
Let me see what I got here.
A 68.
Okay. With all the morale damage you've inflicted, the Warriors of Chaos have 4 degrees of failure. And the expedition and its allies only have 3, meaning that they win the roll-off just barely. Just by a fraction of some dice points here. But here's what happens. As morale wavers, as Nog turns around, you see Henry re-leading the charge with Lucien by his side, mowing down what's left of the skittering Zongor, while the sorcerers, taking stock of everything happening, begin to look around and even themselves begin to waver. And then it happens. The chariots burst through the sky, descending upon you. But then, by a twist of fate, something unexpected happens. As from below, you see what looks like a swarm of tiny black shapes that just strike and pepper the chariots. They waver, and begin to turn and flee. You look somewhat shocked for a moment. The warriors down below running at this point openly. Everything begins to get a little bit quieter, besides the shrieking buildings. The sounds of battle beginning to die out. You hear horns being blown across the city. You're not sure what they signify. What would you guys like to do?
I hope if I unmuted myself. Henry will command the penal legionnaires to
Okay.
kind of form up behind him. And I'm going to make my way to the Sigmarite priest.
All right.
And I'm going to tell the penal
Is
legionnaires to kill anyone who's like, dead and dying.
everyone fled?
For the most part, they are scattering. Yeah, they're running, just in different directions out
Can I
into
can I
the
take a
burning
shot
city.
at one of the sorcerers?
Sure. Yeah. Draw your pistol. Try to shoot
Yeah.
one.
I hate these guys.
One of them was severely wounded.
That's a success. That is.
He has one wound, so no matter
Hey,
what,
he's dead.
yeah, no matter what, how much damage it is, it's gonna take him down. He only had one wound left. So you do take down the one that was actually trying to burn you with its flamer.
Gross.
You draw your pistol, boom, take it. Right between the eyes, the helmet just kind of blows out the back as he falls down, and his bound demon dissipates. As Henry, you begin to do you kind of like canter the demigryph up as as the war priest pulls himself up to his full height, just covered in blood and viscera. He slings his hammer over his back. He's bald, clean shaven. It looks like heavy, kind of battered plate armor, a large, almost like a talisman across his neck with the hammer of Sigmar. His armor worked in the knowing ways of a warrior priest, scriptures and whatnot dangling from it. He looks up at you. You can feel an emanation like a static as you get closer to him. Good tidings, friend.
I hope we're not too late, priest.
Sigmar's willed you this day. You were just as it should be.
We come from the Temple of Shalia. We were told you needed aid.
The sisters live. That is good to know.
Sisters do live.
I have what remains of our fair city. I see you have some of my flock amongst you. As he looks back at the penal legionnaires.
We gathered and rescued as many as we could.
You had them kind of gathered around you. They look completely subservient as his eyes fall upon them.
That's cool.
They just kind of, nobody wants to make eye contact. They just kind of look down.
We hail from an expedition from the Empire.
I am the chaplain, Emmerich Freak.
Emmerich, I am Henry Berthold. Behind me you will see one of my companions, Lucian, and Anna Bretonia. Farther back would be Luther Steinhauer, the mage that is responsible for all of this.
He looks a little disgusted.
And then farther back, nursing the halfling, is Nog. And even farther back would be Wolfram, a handgunner.
You have strange companions, friend. But all the welcome. Who else do you have with you? Who drove off the chariots?
I do not know. Would I know? I don't know what that was.
Did I notice any special kind of wind around the objects that the?
You did not.
Okay.
The only other person that's with us is one of our newer companions, Feng Shi, who was responsible for downing that. Was it a manticore?
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was all I brought with me.
Very well. The governor will wish to hear from you, of course. As he looks around, you see he kind of like stops for a moment. You sure you have no one with you?
Around. So this is all that came with us. We did leave some rest of our party back with the sisters, sick and injured.
As you say that, he looks up towards where Luther and Wolfram are standing. And that's when you both feel a prick in the back of your necks. Just to let you know there's something there.
Damn it, loser.
I got a sixth sense, bro. I got a sixth sense. You know, I gotta.
You can say anything you want, Luther.
Whoa, bro.
Standing
Please.
behind both of you
Damn it, bro.
are cloaked, strangely lithe archers.
Oh.
With elegantly crafted wooden bows that look like they were grown, unless forged. There is a stink of magic upon them, Luther.
Henry's probably never seen one of them before.
Not many people would have seen anything like this
Yeah.
before. They wear the cloak kind of shifts colors, but they have what looks like some kind of leather armor beneath, painted in the greens and grays of a forest. You hear whisperings, Luther, Wolfram, amongst them, in a language you do not understand. I mean, unless you speak Elven. Which I'm assuming you don't. Yes. As they... What are either of you doing?
Can I pull up my pants?
Did you say that?
Yeah.
One of them kind of looks down at your bare ass and looks up. They don't appear to move.
Do they find me attractive?
I'll be like,
I had to ask.
oh, God, no, what's all this now?
Yes, they do, Wolf. Yes, they do find you attractive. Yes.
Okay. I just need to know, you know.
You just need to know. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna challenge him. Just nothing. Just like, what's all this then? Does it feel threatening?
Their faces are covered with almost
That's
like
kinda threatening.
kind of like a shawl, kind of a little bit covers it, like a face covering.
Mm-hmm.
But where you can see their eyes are almost feline looking, like they don't quite look normal. You do see points under the hood of where they most obviously have like exaggerated pointed ears. These are for sure elves of some kind. Seeing all of you and no open hostility happening, they slowly begin to back up and back away and slip into one of the nearby alleyways.
Would I know who they are? An educated man.
Okay, let's see what kind of roll would make here. Do you have lore empire?
Empire?
I do. Do
I have Lore Empire.
You could make a lore empire roll.
All right.
You will. It will say this will be a hard test, so it'll be at a minus 20.
Oh,
Minus
shit,
20.
I don't know. I don't know if I can pass that.
Oh, I pass it, baby.
Oh,
Man.
shit.
Passed it.
Jeez.
That'd be 4 levels of success.
They're, while very rare, in you would never see them in a civilized place normally.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard of whispers of elven individuals that claim the dense forests and woods as their home. These are most certainly one of those creatures. You're not exactly sure where they came from or how they got to the middle of the desert.
I was about to say, the desert doesn't seem very...
Perhaps there is somewhere nearby where they reside, or perhaps they're capable of bizarre and powerful magics that you have yet to discover. But somehow, some way, it appears a group of scouts or hunters of some kind have, through fortune, have come to your aid in your time of need.
Well, that could have gone worse, Wolfram. Well, I bend down, pull my pants up.
He finally pulls his pants up.
What's wrong with you? Yes, I suppose we have some new allies. Too bad they weren't here before the halfling got hurt, but still, better late than never.
It's true.
Do you
Let
think
us go
they're
down
behind the strange phenomena in the sky?
I believe those were arrows, if I can make an educated guess. They fired at very fast speeds. I'm guessing. I don't know.
It's possible.
I mean, shoot black arrows, so probably.
You definitely would have seen the arrows up close and personal.
Yeah. I figure we're kind of, Wolfram and I are kind of a little bit further away from the rest of the group, so I assume we're going to start raking our way down.
Feng Chi just kind of pulls on his beard. Interesting indeed.
I'll follow a little bit behind Luther. Obvious look of fear in my eyes as he passes in front of me.
I
Finger
see
my,
I was trying to
finger
not
one of my
try to do
pistols.
CPR.
Oh.
Okay.
Come on, Rory.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have a question. When would be a good time to my immortality juice? Like, is it a healing time or is it like I thought it was gonna boost me up?
So you're
I wanted to get juiced, bro.
You're trying to. You're going to take a drink now, Wolfram.
Juiced up, bro.
March, man. It's been a battle and so much fire. My throat
Everything
is
is beginning
raw.
to calm down, and Wolfram, you
You know,
decide.
I'm gonna have just a wee nip, bro. Just a
kind
wee
of.
nip.
I will say the container that it's in, the kind of like skin. You would be able to tell, Wolfram, as you kind of like pull it free to look at it, that it has like bizarre engravings and things like worked into
I'm
the
gonna
leather.
shield it with my body.
Yes,
so
like
Luther.
you would want
And,
you
I
wouldn't
don't know
want
that
people to see
bald
it
guy down
normally.
there, but yeah, this is mine. My special wine.
Wolfram, you move off to the side and begin to like give you a nice long
Luther.
pull.
Perception check.
Nothing. Mind you,
Give
go
me a
check on Rory.
Give me a stealth check, Wolfram.
He's got sixth sense.
I got 6 cents.
I don't care about his
Alright.
sixth sense.
I got 6 cents. I got second sight.
Oh,
He's got fast
yes.
hands.
got jazz
I have
hands.
fast hands.
I got fast hands though.
All right, Wolf. Luther, let's
that's
see
not
your perception check, Luther.
That is.
Do you want to tell me how many levels? I'm pretty stealthy. That was only
Yeah. How many
there's
levels?
only 2 levels of failure. So
Okay.
Sorry, one sec. That
Murderers
is
like
one
me have to
level,
be
one level
stealthy.
of success.
One level of
success.
success.
okay, all right.
All right, Wolfram. As you
Mind your
pull the side, Luther does clock you and sees you kind of remove a skin that he has never seen before. And you take a drink, Wolfram, as he kind of watches you as you.
Just a little sign. Don't you worry about that.
Wolfram, I will. It didn't come up because you didn't do a whole lot of moving. Your leg was still swollen and pretty messed up from your previous injury.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to take 4 days for it to ultimately, like, you get over it and not walk with a limp. Immediately, you feel the muscles tighten, and you feel no pain whatsoever. There's like a clenching for a moment, and then you feel good as new.
I knew there was no consequences of this stuff.
Damn it.
You feel absolutely no fatigue. You feel no hunger, no thirst. You feel completely satiated in all ways.
No loyalty?
You've always felt no loyalty.
Quiet. That's not new.
That's not new. That's the same.
I'm just misunderstood. That's great. I'll carefully tuck that back away out of sight of that.
You tuck it back away.
Curious Luther.
This was your second pull, Wolfram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a note of it. It's your second pull. Okay.
All's good. What are you gonna bring me on camera?
As this begins to wind down, you are all invited inside the courthouse, obviously.
We need to get inside that courthouse.
Sorry,
you were let in.
Sorry, real quick. Did the head sorcerer flee as well? Like the
yes, he
Okay.
fled with the rest of them.
Okay.
With a glare at Luther before he did, because he hates you.
This guy, the fuck? I don't know what his problem is.
But in the aftermath of everything that's happened, you do discover that it appears that the marauders that were assaulting Sudenberg have fled. They've broken off. Either they were pushed back by the new emergence of your somewhat allies. Maybe you're not sure exactly how this is going to work out, or perhaps they found whatever they were looking for and they're now gone. It's hard to tell with the denizens of chaos. They act in strange and bizarre ways. However, the writhing city is left that way for a while before the source of corruption is ultimately snuffed out, being a black ship. Upon its manifest, in the aftermath, you were found out that this ship did in fact come from none other than the Sheik. It appears to have links to a certain chain of what can only be described of as poorhouses that were supposed to help feed the masses. So there is that. The city is relatively in ruins. There has been a request for aid sent out, but who knows how many months that might take for it to get here. In the meantime, the Governor Weiss, or not Weiss, Governor Wusser, damn it, his damn name. Governor, let me see if I can get it.
How do you spell it?
Where?
What's that? Like W-A...
Governor...
Yeah, spell it out.
Governor Adelbrand. We'll just use his last name. Magister Adelbrand, the steward.
Magister Adelbrand?
Excuse me, not Magister.
That's Aldebrand.
Aldebrand. I'm looking at the wrong name. That's Aldebrand. Damn it, man.
Yeah. It's true.
It is Wesserian. Wesserian. Wesserin.
Wesserin?
Western, yeah.
Western. Right. Governor Western. That's who it is. That's who he is now. Damn it. So Governor Western,
What's
thanks
his
you
first
all.
name?
Wesley.
Yeah, it's Wesley. That's what
Wesley
we're going
Western.
with now.
I like
Wesley
I like
Western.
Wesley Western.
Sure. Why not? Wesley Western.
I'm writing it down.
Governor Western has is extremely thankful for your intervention, especially on his own behalf. He gives you access to whatever resources that they can spare in hopes of furthering your ultimate cause, especially as it appears that it is in contrast to the very marauders that assaulted his great city, or somewhat great city. You will have choices to make in the near future, and Luther will have to discover what is actually going on and what has happened. But unfortunately, that's probably going to be a good time for us to bounce out. Mostly because we're going to be doing our time jump from here. So you guys can get together and do whatever you need to collect. We'll be doing our time lapse as you recover in the city proper. I do have a very important, what's it called? Viewer decision. But that will determine some interesting aspects of your next session. But if you have any pertinent questions before we break, you can ask them now. About anything, like any kind of fallout or anything you guys want to know about?
Was there any sign? Go ahead.
You know, it's a dumb question, but like, are the buildings, do they go back to normal, or is the city just like kind of wrecked where everything's misshapen and warped?
So what happens is, after the source, the ship itself is kind of like taken care of and consecrated and then burned afterwards, the city stops undulating. However, whatever shape it is in when it stops is the shape it's in. So it's like a horror show. However, it is no longer living. It forms back into rock, but it's like in the shape of writhing features, and there will be some extensive renovations. Yes, some very extensive renovations will need to be made to make this a much more habitable place once again.
Oh, we're about to do. Sorry, Nathan. Please go ahead.
So they really did turn it into Cronenberg.
Yes, they did. That's exactly what happened.
Welcome to Cronenberg.
So, the Sisters of Shally, the temple that you guys saved, does administer some decent aid. You do find out that the chaplain that you met is now the highest ranking Sigmarite priest in the city. He takes charge of the remnants of the church here with his many acolytes and lessers, helping reconsecrate and drive back any foulness that they might find, including the ultimate testament to their faith and putting down all those that may have been corrupted in the assault. The port is opened back up relatively quickly to get any ships that were out at sea back in, which does help with a lot of the more day-to-day, like getting food and water and whatnot that they would normally get. So they seem like they're going to be relatively well stocked. They might be low on military supplies, but who knows? We'll see what kind of ships come in. So unfortunately, though, I think that's where we're going to have to end tonight. So let's do fair. What was that, Lucian?
Well, we don't understand the dude on the Manticore.
Mm-hmm.
Was that supposed to be Dieter Hellwig, or did we not see any sign of?
No, that was not That was not Dieter Hellwig.
Yeah, it was someone else.
Okay.
It was a warrior that crossed
the guy
paths.
that janked.
Yanked my notebook.
Yes, he's the same one
Diary.
that confiscated his diary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. That was the same warlord.
Kill my
He would
British.
He would have used a transportation spell to flee. So yeah. All right, let's do favorite moments of the night then. Before we completely bounce out, let's start with Wolfram.
Mine's a really dumb one. I know we're all going to get to Luther and his magnificent nakedness, but whenever Wolfram hides in a building, something bad happens. I mean, it's pretty consistent. If something bad happens, the building he tries to eat me, or I don't know, Luther gets me killed, or something else. So it's just like I guess I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the street and just blast away because I'm tired of hiding in buildings getting hurt, man. I miss, dude. This is like two big battles. I've missed the entire thing because the building's eating me. So yeah, I'll just stay outside.
It does happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And maybe also I want to compliment that how Luther's in front of me when he's walking and seeing those cheeks. He's an attractive man after all. So gotta say it. Even I recognize it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Recognize it. Let's slide on down to Lucien.
I particularly enjoyed how somehow none of us got hit by any of the chaos bolts or whatever that stuff was.
Yes, indeed.
I really didn't want that to happen. I was very, very relieved
It needs
to have survived uncorrupted.
Survived uncorrupted. Well,
so
fine,
far,
whatever, Lucien. Let's go to Henry. Damn it.
Wood elves are cool. I'm not a super big fan of wood elves, but it's cool to see them. It's cool to see them. You know.
There's going to be more interaction in the next session.
Okay.
Their presence was known. You might
Elves
was that from the last viewer decision?
It was from the last viewer decision.
Oh.
What was that? What was that choice?
Cloaks or scales? I think.
What would scales have been?
Oh man, it would have been lizardmen.
It would have been lizardmen.
Oh,
sorry.
Man.
That would have been much cooler.
Oh man!
How dare
I don't know
you?
how I feel about the viewers.
How
now.
dare you?
Luckily Rory didn't die. It got a little dicey there.
Rory's alive. See, he made it through. He's good to have some burn
It
scars.
was a scary moment.
But my favorite part is probably that Sigmarite priest. I mean, that guy was single-handedly just taking it all on.
It
He
was
was
pretty
a
cool.
beast. Yeah.
What was that spell he cast?
The battle prayers, heed not the witch. Like they have some very intense prayers, and they don't. So unlike spell casting, there's no channeling. You just have to just succeed on your roll for it to happen. So I don't know.
I don't think they're as high as the success levels. So that's the thing, though, right? Like it's not like it's not like a high success level.
No, there are no success levels. You just have to succeed. Yeah. You just get it.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty hard to mess up once you have some points into it. So yeah, there's that. Let's slide on over. I guess we'll talk to the naked man of the hour then. If Luther, what are your favorite moments of the night for Luther?
As much as I did enjoy throwing my fireball and rolling a crit for it, only one. It felt good, even though my pants dropped because of it. Panty dropper, just boom.
Oh, man. That was terrible.
Gosh, that was bad.
The inspiration.
That was bad.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then, them all died. Let's go fire. That was cool too. Yeah, I just really enjoyed that part. And, the elves found me attractive as well. I like that,
Damn it. You're never going to let me live it down.
Turn around, give them all a week, I don't know.
Let's work.
Yeah. Yeah,
This wood elves can be pretty devious. I'd watch
But
myself.
I just love it whenever Wolfram tries to do something sneaky that Luther is always there and always sees him.
Sees it.
Sees him do something suspicious all the time.
You see, you've got that wrong, man. Every time Wolfram tries to do like an innocent thing, maybe to better himself, there you are, spying and trying to bring him down.
Spying.
We don't know who the real bad guy is.
You gotta be careful. Don't get too close to me. I got fast hands, bro.
I don't want to get too close to you. I'm scared.
You're gonna swipe it. You're gonna swipe that flash.
I might try. I might try and be like, I want to try to grab that bag.
Oh shit!
And unless he's looking at my hands, he can't see it. It says my feet.
Ridiculous. See, now you get to rue all of these dumb.
Oh, I need to see the back of your head, though.
The features, yes.
I got 6 cents, bro.
Oh god.
Resilience point.
Let's move on over to Nog. Nog, favorite moments of the night, sir.
The
Favorite moments of the
breaking apart,
night
bro.
were not dying in fire.
That was the thing.
Making sure that young Mr. Rory is going to be okay. He protect Rory at all costs. The mental image of I believe let me get the direct quote here. I believe it was pasty white with freckles on that ass, flapping open in the wind.
He's redhead, so that would
right.
fit.
Yeah, ginger, freckly.
Very
ass.
Irish.
But not to put it too fine a point on it. My actual favorite moment of the night is going to be the fact that by the time we wrap up, it'll be my 21st wedding anniversary.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, that's
congratulations! Cool. Congratulations!
There's that.
If I had a favorite moment, of course, everyone wants to see Luther's naked ass, but we got to see, Henry laying waste with that demigriff. Got to see what it's capable of, and it's scary. I have to bounce some counters around that thing because it's horrifying.
It did just fine.
It did just fine. Hell yeah, it did. Oh,
every encounter now has a manticore in it.
So let's see how it goes. But I'm interested in where we're going. We're hitting some high notes here, and we're getting close to the end game here, gentlemen. We're getting close. We've made it at least 2/3 through our adventure here, at least maybe a little more.
2026, here we come.
Yeah. Now the expedition begins.
Now the expedition begins. Before we sign off,
over.
I do have a viewer decision, and it is an important one. It is going to be the cogs or the menagerie. That is the viewer decision. Cogs or the menagerie, and that will determine something going forward. We'll see what it is. Who knows what it might be. But unfortunately, that's going to be all the time we've got for today. We don't have time to get into the rest of that. I wish we did. And next time we'll be doing our extended rest, so you guys can level up. Make sure you got all your endeavors. Yeah, we'll do endeavors. We're going to do all the things, and we'll advance. Get some points back. We'll advance the story a little bit, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Of course, write us a comment, leave us a viewer decision, help yourself influence the game. We love to read them. We love to. I also like the way it's kind of like a crowdsourcing of the narrative a little bit, which is pretty cool. So I'm interested to see what is coming up next. So thank you guys once again. This has been the Expedition of the Damned, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good day.